Jordan, we're continuing on our journey of our delightful little journey of is this problematic? See, this one I didn't ask you about prior to this because I wanted to save all of this for now. Jordan, do you remember the movie The Girl Next Door?
Matthew Kidman was always focused on his future.
The award for the brightest leader of tomorrow, Matthew Kidman.
Until he laid eyes on the girl next door.
Whoa, she's so hot. Oh my.
Matthew, come down here.
This is Danielle. She's house sitting. Why don't you show her around?
Right now?
You saw me.
All right, like I'm gonna strip right here. Sorry. How do you know no one's home?
I don't. Just go with it. What's the craziest thing you've done lately?
This is right up there.
She's everything he ever wanted.
I'm all wet. Can I come in?
This is Danielle. Dude. I know. Dude. I know.
And one thing he didn't expect.
Perhaps you should have a seat.
You're gonna need a harder piece of wood than that, cowboy.
That's not her. Yeah, it is. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Matt, she's a porn star, okay? Take her to a motel room and... You know what I'm saying? Eli, I like this girl. And you can still like her with your penis inside her. Please, Matt! Do her for me! For me!
This year, once you stop playing it safe.
I'm just gonna go with it.
Are you okay?
No.
What can I do to make you feel better?
I don't know.
I'm aware of it, but I don't think I've ever watched it.
I cannot confirm as to whether or not you've watched it. This is in that period of time where
The Girl Next Door.
I remember downloading it.
Well, while you talk about it, I'm just gonna kind of.
I remember downloading it, trying to.
I definitely recognize the poster.
I remember downloading it, wanting nudity, and there was no nudity. There's no nudity. That's not true. There's a little bit of nudity, but there's very little nudity. The main girl, no nudity. There are other girls in this that there's nudity. But yeah, this came out in 2004.
Well, I mean, it's probably good that there's none because she's supposed to be a teenager.
Hold that thought. So, this came out in 2004. My relationship with this movie is that I was a 14-year-old kid. This was 14A because there's no nudity. There's very little nudity in it, and our rating system is that we, if there's a lot of graphic nudity, it gets bumped up to 18A. But if there's like a little bit of nudity, it won't. And language doesn't get it bumped up to 18A. So the plot of this, for those of you who have not seen The Girl Next Door, it's about a high school kid who, the next door neighbor, is staying with her great aunt or grandma or whatever, and it turns out he, played by Emile Hirsch, develops a crush on her, and she tricks him into doing a bunch of, like, one point she tricks him into running down the street naked and going skinny dipping, and they develop a relationship and they get together, and this is 2004, so you got to kind of remember that this is before internet pornography was really a thing. It's a big important thing to remember.
Whoa, Justin, you can't talk about that on YouTube.
I don't have a choice. This is well before that is really a major thing. So this movie is about the guy's friend is obsessed with porn. Like, obsessed with porn. And this is at that point where porn was on cassette tapes, VHS tapes, and they were rare and hard to come by and difficult to get. And so he finds out that this neighbor, this hot girl that the main guy is dating, used to be a porn star. And it gets in his head or whatever, and he attempts to hook up with her, and she's like, oh yeah, we just want to hook up with the porn star, and they temporarily kind of break up maybe, and then her ex-boyfriend / manager shows up, played by Timothy Oliphant, in a role that's really fun but confusing, and whisks her away to a porn convention where they run into another big time agent who's constantly trying to steal her. And Jordan, you're probably wondering, at what point does this become problematic? Because it doesn't sound problematic up until this point, right?
I mean, the problematic part came in when you said he was in high school.
So here's the bit. So he is about to graduate, and he needs to make it to this big speech. Yeah, so he is dating her, and she's a former porn star. And there is a line where Timothy Oliphant is like, "Oh, she's so much older than you." And Emile Hirsch is like, no, we're the same age. And I immediately go, no, the fuck you're not. No, the fuck you're not.
When did she get into porn?
Right, exactly. No, the fuck you're not. Because okay, assuming for a minute that he is, because he's a senior in high school, right? He is a senior in high school, about to graduate. So even if we assume that his birthday is in September or November or December, and he's already 18, or in May, or assuming he's already turned 18, that would make her, from the impression this movie gets, is she had done porn for like a while. So if she's the same age as him, that means she was doing porn. And they also say she's in school. So the implication is that she's in college. But like, even if she's 18, fresh in college, that means that she did porn when she was 16. And that's a no-go. That's a no-go.
Either that or she turned 18 and just did a lot of it very fast.
Quickly, right? So let's just assume maybe, okay, she's in college and she's staying with the grandma for a little while she's on college break. Let's assume she's like 19, 20. I always do that thing where let's take this scenario and make her a man and him a woman. Can you imagine if you said that guy, like, I just, like, any sentence that starts and begins with, that time I dated a high school student, sounds bad, no matter who you are, in my opinion. Like,
unless you were also in high school.
Unless you are also in high school. Like, if you're like, yeah, I was 21 and I dated a 17-year-old, that's bad.
Calm down there, Scott Pilgrim.
Right? That's bad. Like, even if he's 18, he's still in high school. He's in a completely... You did adult films. You're in a completely different headspace than he is. Your relationship is weird and gross.
The word you're looking for is...
confusing.
No, Justin. The word you're looking for is predatory.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little predatory. Yeah, it's a little bit. It does have
that would be very predatory if we're saying that we're reversing it.
Yeah.
And that's a college age man
and a
17-year-old
yes, you would call
girl.
that predatory. But because it's okay, that's fair. Yes,
I should know that because that was what I saw and it felt predatory.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So, but because
like, oh yeah, she's a pretty girl and all I have to do is smile and give her $45 and she wants to kiss me.
Right. So this movie being like, because she's a girl, creepy. It makes it okay.
No, it doesn't.
It is weird, and so then
it doesn't make it okay.
He eventually develops.
So Justin, basically, if we were comparing this to my movie, she's the college girl that wants to make out with the 15-year-old.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but like people are gonna come at me in the comments and be like, "But he was 18, but he's still in high school." Like, yeah, I'm starting to err on the side of people who are like, 18 is still too young to be making decisions, and like this. So anyway,
here's what I'm gonna say. Just because 18 means you're technically an adult in the eyes of the law doesn't make it weird when there's not a timer counting down the fact that certain celebrities are about to turn 18 and you
weird.
Can then...
It's weird.
It's not like a magic switch where it's suddenly okay.
A day ago it wasn't okay, but now it's okay just because
now
the light switch is flipped.
It's still inappropriate.
So, part of the plot of this is he, as part of his college, getting ready for college, has raised a bunch of money to bring this foreign kid to their school so he can study at their school. And he becomes friends with Timothy Oliphant, who is the girl's ex-boyfriend / producer, and he's trying to get her back into porn. And this movie treats it treats doing adult films as though it's a moral and personal failing, as if it's something he needs to rescue her from. Like that's how it's treated.
That's because when did this come out?
2004.
Yeah, in 2004, that was very much the thought process.
Nope.
OnlyFans wasn't really a thing, and society
No.
hadn't moved to the stage where it was a little bit more
OnlyFans definitely has,
receptive.
in my opinion, broken down that barrier
It's
of like
it's
making it
normalized
be like,
it because
it's just a thing that people do, and it's fine. You do it.
well,
That's
and
fine.
that has everything to do with the fact that OnlyFans has this is weird to talk about here, but um, it's made it so that Sally down the street can just be accepting of her own self and do that.
Exactly. Yeah. There's no. The barriers to
You
it
don't.
are lower.
You've
Better or worse,
removed
depending on who your perspective is.
you've removed the need to go and sit on a certain couch where you get casted,
Theoretically, yeah. And so,
as it were.
as he becomes closer to the girl, and he's trying to convince the girl, "Hey, you don't need to do this" or whatever. The Timothy Oliphant character comes back.
Also, please don't make that into a short.
Timothy Oliphant comes back, and beats the shit out of and the whole his relationship with the main guy is kind of weird because they're kind of friends, not friends. Like he likes the main kid, but also the main kid is fucking with his business, so it's not really personal per se. So he beats the shit out of the kid and gives him ecstasy. And earlier in the movie, he's hanging out with him, and he goes with him to the bank and convinces the bank teller that basically he's this kid's student advisor or whatever, and he ends up stealing the money that they've saved to bring the kid to America.
And they all live happily ever after.
Well, they inevitably go to this agent producer guy, whatever, who's trying to like steal the girl to work for him, and they come at him with this idea.
I believe that's called poaching.
Poaching, yeah. They come up with at him with this idea to make this porn video, basically. And while they're at prom, they're trying to film this movie, which is weird because two of the people involved in making this movie are in high school. One of the guys is on camera, and they never specifically and explicitly say that he's 18, which I feel like in this context you have to. Like you should say if the guy's gonna be naked on camera, getting a condom put on his junk, you should say that he's 18.
I'm gonna need you to sign this contract saying that you're 18. It's
Right.
a waiver.
That's a good thing you just turned 18, Dave. Yeah, that is a good thing. That feels like a
Yesterday.
necessary line in this movie.
It's a good thing that you turned 18 yesterday,
So
and
yeah,
that makes this okay.
And it's so funny because like when I say this movie's
So-
problematic, like the automatic assumption is like, oh, it's problematic because he's dating a porn star. No, it's not really that he's dating a porn star that makes it problematic. It's really her age. So this movie is problematic, but not for the reasons that you probably think. So it's to me it's the inverse of The Ringer, where it's like this is problematic. It's so problematic, but it's problematic in a way that you're probably not even realizing. Jordan, as I wrap this up, of the two, which is the most problematic?
This one.
Right? Is this more problematic just based on its description than yours? Wow, he's taking a lot of time to think.
Well, so okay.
This is apparently
No with an asterisk. No, because mine actually shows the like they're underage. There's no question about whether or not they're.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair. There's a question of legality here that they may
There's
be
a question
18.
of yours that they're maybe 18, whereas mine, they're 17 and 15.
Right. It's not. It's,
Like there's no doubt. But like yours is the reason why yours is because like that's the point. It's not the point that they're kissing and making out with college students. That's not the
Right,
point.
right.
That's not the idea. It's not supposed to be something you're supposed to think a lot about.
You're supposed to be rooting for him in this. That he's
He
a
ends up
high
with
school
her.
kid that he's banging a porn. Yeah, that he winds up with a porn star. You're supposed to root for that, and it's
Like,
not the fact that she's a
it's-
porn star that you shouldn't root for. I'm not
It's
against
the
that. It's the
age
fact. It's the
questions of
question
it.
of age. Either she did porn way too young, and for a way too
Yeah.
prolonged period of time, or she's too old for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, if he's still in if he's 18 and he's out of high school, I don't know. It's slightly different than he's still in high school. Like, I don't know. Someone's gonna yell at me and tell me I'm wrong. It's not problematic.
Well, I
It's
mean,
just
like
being
for me, it's
approved.
like it depends on when in the year it is,
End of the year.
really.
End of the year.
Like so, yeah. I mean, okay. Like if he's like a month away or like a week away or something, maybe
I
arguable.
don't know. Anytime you could, like I said at
But-
the beginning, anytime you say the sentence, "I once dated a guy who was in high school," and you're
I'm-
not in high school, that is a bad sentence
Yeah,
to say out loud.
well, I mean,
like,
I'm
no
kind
matter
of just
what.
as I get older and I become old man Jordan, I'm kind of just of the opinion that like anyone, I'm gonna be generous here, in my opinion. I actually think the number is higher than this, but if I'm being generous, anyone younger than 21 is a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so if you're 23
Yeah.
and you're dating someone under 21, that's a red flag.
That's
to
a
me.
red flag to me.
But again, I actually think that number is a little higher than that, but that's me being generous.
Yeah. I just feel like when she's like 30 and she says to her friends, "I was 21 and I dated a kid in high school," she's gonna feel weird about it. That's all I'm saying. That's
Just
all I'm
saying.
That's all I'm saying. That's the girl next door. Hey there, everybody. It's N-Card Justin here. Let me know down in the comments, have you seen The Girl Next Door? Did it make you feel icky like it made me feel, or is it a beloved childhood, whatever, what have you? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. But in the meantime, if you like to see the full podcast, that this is from that's on Disney Plus, that's weird, episode, you click the box on the left. Or if you just want to see a random video that YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy, click the box on the right. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. We put new videos out 7 days a week, or you can just leave this video a like. That helps us out too. We'll see you all in the next video. Have a good day, everybody.